teardown barn. Somebody's got a little fall plot here. There's a creek down here. I want to see if it's year-round or just a runoff ditch. Look at the scenery here, man, beautiful. Yeah, one time this was either a food plot where they fenced it or somebody had horses in here or something. So, yeah, this is a nice property, ain't no doubt. Oh, cedar smells good. Yeah. Almost looks like somebody first time ever on a bush hog, like, woo!
Right?
I can make trails with this.
Right?
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
hopefully they had a tractor with a cab on it.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna call this episode here since we're only halfway through the property. It's a beautiful property. I'll be working on getting part 2 up here ASAP. There, right?
We came through, there's a little opening right up here. So there's another one of these little creeks here.
Dry, bone dry.
I have a sneaking suspicion that they will all be dry.
Yeah.
Typically, if there's something flowing, at least when our photographer's out, we'll take a picture of it. But so far they're dry.
There's an old deer stand right there. Where are we at? Is that right in the middle there? Yeah. So deer stand right there, functional anyways. So we came through there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll probably end up going back through there. I just want to spin these fields.
Yeah.
Make sure we're not missing anything.
Kind of nice too that you got a big chunk of woods in the back of the property.
Yeah.
This almost looks like somebody planted that.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way now. I feel that I'm driving through it. It looks like they planted that.
I don't know.
The further I go into it, the more it looks like that. So I'm going to go ahead and back up.
Yeah. I mean,
it looks like just grass though.
I know, it's hard to say. It's fresh growth.
Maybe they threw some seed down.
Yeah, I bet you they did throw something in. Can't be sure though.
Because they cut hay, you know, all this is cut at the same time, so they ran over with a tractor at some point. Yeah.
Alright, now we just turned. This is all new field here. Any idea what people are getting for hay? Lease?
For a lease? Like
for them to come cut hay?
You know, it really varies for the year. Typically, like at our place, we do it by the bale, and some years it's $80, some years it's 40. You know, it just depends on the rain.
40 per acre?
40 a bale.
A bale?
Yeah. God, this looks like they planted this too. I don't want to be driving through their food plot, but this doesn't really look like a food plot. I think we're good.
They might have did a throw and grow maybe.
Yeah. A lot of times the hay thing is a handshake agreement with a neighbor, like, hey, come and cut it, you can sell it, give me half of it, whatever it may be. We're looking at today are a little different than the ones we've previously seen. There's a lot more pasture on these than the previous ones we've looked at. How do you feel about pasture ground versus the wooded ground?
Oh, that's fine with me.
Alright, sounds good.
Fine with me. Got a lot more canvas to play with.
Yeah. So you don't have to knock over a bunch of trees just to get to something you want.
Hopefully there's a trail up here in the woods.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Alright, so now we are going to check out the east half of this property. Now when you look at the shape of this property, you might think it's kind of discombobulated. And that might be so, depending on your reasoning for buying a property and what you want to do with it. But I think it lays out very nicely overall, especially for what we're looking for. So we're going to cut through this gap right here, and we're going to check out this eastern, probably 80, 90 acres. So it's just, we're not near a line though right here. It's just kind of
not yet.
Inches through.
Put a pin there so we can come back and spin the rest of that field. Yeah, so we're kind of here by the corner, but we're not quite near a line yet. We'd have to go over the creek and up the hill. To your grandmother's house we go. No.
Creek bed right here, dried out. Do you think that fence is the line right here? Probably
No,
not.
I don't think so. I think they're just fencing the pastures off.
So this property has a really diverse mix. There's a nice cedar thicket, great for deer cover. Like these larger parcels are probably going to be hunting parcels. So it's a really diverse mix, and obviously you've already seen the fields and the views. There's an interesting thing. We're going to roll up on this gate here. It's private property on both sides, but there is public, you know, like the next property up, which is great that it's not bordering. So we don't know the relationship here with these gates. If it's me, I just keep all my gates closed unless you have a relationship with a neighbor already, which we don't know the details in this case. It's interesting.
Yeah, so that guy comes in from the top. His tax address is off of 6040, so he comes in through the forest. Interesting. Well, my guess would be is all this was probably owned by one guy at one time. And that's
Do you think that trail goes that way right there?
You can see. Let's see what's up here.
Nope, it's not. And we are continuing the quasi-perimeter tour. Look at here again. I think they throw something. They threw something down there. This was recently bush hogged. Man, I saw a nice buck in my driveway this morning. That was
yeah?
neat. Yeah.
Gets you excited.
A 2 or a 3-year-old.
Do you bow hunt at all?
And I got a crossbow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play catch-up mode on finances, so I mean, my life mission is just trying to get us ahead to where maybe I can have a real retirement. I don't know. It's pretty down in here.
Yeah, it is. Well, heck, I think you're well on your way. A couple more projects that we set.
Well, that's kind of the idea.
The idea, right? Here, at one point this was flowing through here.
What's that? Well, I guess we're gonna go that way.
Yeah, I'm putting these pins down to remember where we peel off the trails.
Continue up towards the north here.
We'll spin this field, come back down, spin that one.
Overgrown.
Yeah, one time I'm sure all this was getting worked. They got enough money in fencing for it. All the stuff was done pretty well.
Looks like is that another deer stand up there?
Looks
maybe?
like it, yeah. A little ground blind. hilly spot. There's the old ones.
Yeah, as they get worn out, right?
I'll go through.
Oh, wow. That actually looks more like a feeder to me.
Yeah. Come up here to the corner, or at least close to it, and then we can come back here.
Is this the line here?
No, we're kind of right in the middle of it right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna run over here to the corner of the field and see what we can see, and then back across.
Man, almost.
Again, same thing here, over the creek and up the hill. It looks like for the property line.
Okay. Yeah, one time this was either a food plot where they fenced it or somebody had horses in here or something.
So, nice little valley down here.
Yeah, this is a nice property, ain't no doubt. Got a few detractors with that red house in the middle. Another shoot house over there.
Yeah.
Another possible food plot, maybe.
They've been planting some grass.
Yeah, there's your ladder stand. This is definitely a plot.
Stand the edge.
And then there's another,
something
that looks
there.
like a hughes blind up there. So somebody's got to be leasing this.
That could be him doing it.
Man,
Looks like a killer hunting property. He's got
Yeah.
enough stuff set up. The blinds need some work, but that's only because I like nice blinds.
yeah, you and me both.
I could be sealed up with a buddy heater.
I guess that's just one of them Menards tower, the tripods. Oh yeah.
Not far into there is going to be that last corner. Basically, you almost see the field over and through there. So right before that field.
We're right at the corner. Okay. Well, I imagine if somebody's leasing this, that'd have to be negotiated too. If they already got paid. Somebody's put work in out here. Alright, we're on another new field here that we haven't been on. There's another tripod stand. Another late food plot. Another double stand right here. See, I mean, to me, this is oh, there's a new trail.
Spin this field and come back to that. Dead
or dead end.
I think you used to go up there, but
I think it's a dead end.
well, there's a start to a trail you can fix up.
Yeah.
Mark is
Getting narrow, huh?
just about the only spot that heads south so far. And the good one, but it's gonna keep going. Maybe it will. Man, somebody got ballsy with a tractor.
Oh, is that a locust? No, it looks kind of like an apple tree or something.
Something that's in my way.
Hey, you want my knife?
Nah, I just gonna lift it up over us.
Oh, cedar smells good. Yep.
That one's sharp. I think that one next to it is. Let's see, where are we heading to? You want to keep pushing through that, or do you want to go to a different spot?
Well, if you don't mind, I guess I'm thinking they pop it out somewhere.
I'm hoping so. Hopefully we don't have to come back through.
Yeah. Almost looks like somebody first time ever on a bush hog, like, woo!
Right?
I can make trails with this.
Right?
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
hopefully they had a tractor with a cab on it.
Wow.
Would have not been fun if you didn't.
No, not really.
Yeah, this is just gonna pop back in that field now.
I'd say that cedar tree could go.
Yeah, it would be great if you would just run that one over.
Maybe his tractor didn't have a loader, or he didn't know that he could push it over with a loader.
No point in being itchy all day. Get it off now.
Kidding.
Okay, well,
All right.
there's a trail for you to clean out.
There you go. Nice.
Looped up. There's a little opening on that side of the tree right there.
Oh, I see.
It could be an old trail that connected back into that area there too.
Alright, so now we got to get down towards the road, down in this quadrant somehow.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope that we find something. If not,
What's this opening here? What's that? Is that a highline opening?
I don't know what that is. Hopefully we can find something.
Get into that, or unless
There's a
it's
couple
bottom.
of those little turnoffs, so I'm hoping we can get into there.
Mark there. Let's see.
So that's what we came up earlier. I missed a trail there. I don't think so. No, I didn't.
And it's so far back, it ain't really near the property line.
They're kind of right in the middle.
So we didn't come this way.
We cut across on this trail.
Okay.
I'll go down south here because it looks like there's some tire tracks here. See what we can
Oh,
see
there's a
over
house
here.
right there. Okay.
We may not be getting into any of this over here.
Well, we might.
Down in there. We could see what's going on here. We could
We
turn
could
into
go.
that gate
We should be
and
able
see
to go.
what's
Yeah,
going
go
in.
into
Yeah.
there. Let's see. We could do that. All right, now we're heading back towards the front, the western side, to try to figure out, what does the terrain look like for me to cut a road or two up from the highway. As you're going to see, we're going to hit a gate, but we come to a conclusion that it's probably an old road bed that I could easily clean up down the road. Literally and figuratively. There's a fencing right there, a gate.
There's an old gate there.
But is that the line?
No. No, but that's, there's your road. That leads back into another pond back here.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Looks like it used to be a trail.
Used to be a trail?
Not one that we need to go down now, though.
Yeah, no, that's
That'd be a first trip with your dozer.
Yeah, that'd be a dozer trail. A refresh.
But if you could get, if you could get a trail in there, I don't know where really it leads. It looks like it might kind of come down through here, but you can get that to be your loop back up with the power line over there. You can just make that your road on that side.
Pretty view up here, man. If you put a nice deer tower right here, overlooking this whole field. Burrs already?
I got a vine attached to me.
Don't take long.
Oh, this would be a really good spot.
Oh yeah, wow.
Stick one right there, you'd overlook the whole thing. Might be a far shot to get all the way down into your food plot you're talking about, but
yeah. Boy, sure would be a view though. Wow.
Be a good place to wake up and sip some coffee in the morning.
Yes, it would. Man, stunning. This is a beautiful sight right here. Beautiful. And how far is that power line that runs through?
Not
That's a
super
small
far.
one.
It's just right here.
Right there, yeah. You could potentially tie in there. Man, that's nice. Pretty views. We don't even have a view like this at our place. It cost us $3 million.
Back here, but he's dead.
Yeah. I can definitely see taking a run at this one.
Yeah, I think this is a nice place.
So, are we still on? What's that red line there?
So we just came back on to what we have listed as what
Oh,
we're
okay,
selling.
but
Yeah.
they own that already.
Yeah, but they own at least that strip there, and that's in the cell company's name. So I don't know if they own it or if they lease it or what.
According to Onyx, it still lists them people as the owner.
Okay.
It lists the cell company, but then scroll down and it says the owners are other people.
What they have back here?
Single pile.
There's another pile back there. As long as they're in a pile, that's not that bad. At least you can scoop it up and get rid of it. If it's strung out everywhere, that's a problem. We're kind of coming back into the backside by the house here.
All right, just got off the phone with Lucas. I'm on my way home right now. We're working out details. I'm pretty excited about the possibility with this one. Now, price-wise, we're at least $500 per acre apart initially. The house, they're not going to sell. The cell phone tower, they're not going to sell that. They're making good money on that every month, and they own it outright. Don't blame them, but I was willing to offer a pretty penny. You know, like up to $200K for that cell tower lease, that piece of ground. But that's fine. it's still doable. It's still a beautiful piece of property. Yeah, there's a house going to be smack dab in the middle of it, but then it lays out kind of uniquely, but it's really nice. So I'm excited. So we're still working out details before we put it in writing. I asked, they wanted to keep like 20 acres with the house, and I'm like, well, I'd like to buy as much as I can. So can they par down the house lot if we draw it out to like, 3, 4, or 5 acres with the house, and then we buy more around it. So I'm gonna get back home on the computer. I gotta see it. I mean, I can't do it on my phone. I gotta see it. I gotta see our track where we drove today. I gotta see where the barn lays out to the trail we were on, stuff like that. So I need the big screen. Anyways, it's exciting. Fingers crossed. We might fire an offer out here pretty quick. Stay tuned.
I don't care. Well, it looks like there's something that goes. They used to go up in there, but this whole section right here is going to need a dozer for sure. Yeah. Same thing within here. Clean back up that trail we found there. So you got something to build on at least.
Yeah.
It can't all be easy, right?
No. All right. Wow. Here we go. So stay tuned for the next episode. It took a while. It took a lot of finagling, but we do have a signed contract. Now, it took some time because they had a family emergency. We were kind of far apart, and it took a while to work out details. Matter of fact, even after the signed contract, I'm trying to work out some details and get some things changed and some language introduced. So this stuff is not easy, but it's looking like this is going to be our next project 205. We should be pre-approved for the financing because I've been keeping my lender in the loop. And we had to pay, I think, of course, as usual, a little more than I thought we could have, but that's always been the case with land. So stay tuned. On the next episode, I'll outline the details of our offer, the details on what happens next, and the details on the survey and the property and so forth. So thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. Have a great weekend. After all, it's Friday night, at least as of right now. So take care. Hope to see you again. Thanks a lot.